So, I do want to talk about this whole big debacle that's going on with The Rock because there is really a lot to break down. I know I talked about it a little bit in yesterday's video, but I really want to dive into it more and pay attention and really look at the fine detail that's going on with The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Triple H, Seth Rollins. There's so many moving parts, and I really want to dive deeper into it and kind of talk to you guys about it. That way we could break down what may actually be happening inside of this whole Bloodline situation. Now, it is very interesting, it's very exciting, and I'm really excited to share my thoughts with you guys. So, without further ado, guys, my name's Billy. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this video. When I say like it, I mean like that thing, you know? Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel because, guys, when you do both of those things, it sends us to a different stratosphere. And one thing that you should know about this YouTube channel is that we are trying to go to a different stratosphere. And when I say we are trying to go to a different stratosphere, there is a reasoning behind that. It's because, well, the different stratosphere, it's fun there. It's fun there, honestly. So what happens is we get kicked through the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the deal. Go ahead, hit the like button. Let's move forward. Without further ado, let's hop right into this video.
Let's talk wrestling with Billy!
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? I'm not going to give you that bullshit spiel. Guys, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Triple H, Seth Rollins, the Bloodline. What is happening? Well, I think there's a lot more than we actually think. So, I did some deep diving, and I did some Twitter deep diving. By the way, of course, why wouldn't I be on Twitter deep diving? But Twitter actually had a lot to say, and they pinpointed out some very important things. Number one being there was this camera cut during The Rock's segment on Friday Night SmackDown with Roman Reigns, where he said, "I'm going to make sure you, Cody Rhodes," while pointing at Roman Reigns, lose. And then also, during the segment, when they went to go hold up the ones, as you guys know, the one, right? Roman Reigns. Acknowledge Roman, put up the one. The Rock did this. So, I'm not going to think too in-depth about it, but I am going to give my scenario and maybe open up the ideology for you guys. The Rock holding up a L. Imagine that. Holding up a L during Roman's segment. What could that possibly mean? Well, and then pointing at him. I mean, it kind of shapes it right there. It's that he's going to do everything in his power to make sure Roman loses. I've talked about it on this channel before that there will be some kind of fuckery in this match. Now, I always kind of figured that The Rock would continue on, maybe do something later down the line with Solo. But imagine if The Rock screwed Roman at WrestleMania. Now, I get it. Everybody wants the clean finish with Cody. I do understand, and I understand your argument, and I do think it's a fair argument to want the clean finish with Cody because Cody deserves that clean finish. But also in the same time, WWE put themselves in a position that now we are forced to deal with the outcome of what this may be, to where Cody has to go find the Avengers to stop The Rock and Roman, and then it's this whole big debacle of, okay, this is where we're at now, and we're forced to get this. Please just put the belt on Cody. That's at least what I've come to grips with. Am I a fan of the storyline all the way, like through and through? No, I'll be honest with you, I'm not. I wish that it was just Cody and Roman, and we could have just left The Rock for next year, had him come out later, blah, blah, blah. I would have been fine with it. But I understand that no matter what, this is where we're at now. So The Rock is getting involved in this match one way or another. And in what way? Well, we'll find out April 7th. But things are very, very, very interesting. And it's just crazy to see everybody talk about what they think the L and then pointing at Roman. I mean, that camera cut, I feel like later down the line, we're really going to take a look at it and be like, man, like that's really what that was. Like, I feel like a month from now, we'll look at that, or maybe not a month from now, but after April, we'll look and be like, man, that camera cut really played a huge part in what we're kind of foreshadowing here is really what's happening. So it's going to play a bigger part than we actually know. Cody Rhodes, right now, looks to be the biggest baby face because of The Rock. And I seen that The Rock came back and he wanted to be heel because he couldn't be booed because of the Black Adam stuff and blah, 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 blah. The Rock's ego's too damn big. Let's be real here. The Rock has a pretty fucking big ego. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is so big that he couldn't just come in, be booed, and just understand that, hey, maybe I don't fit the mold like I used to. The thing about it is, right, and the problem with The Rock and The Rock being here is that I would have been fine if The Rock won the Royal Rumble. If The Rock won the Royal Rumble, this wouldn't have been a problem, and it would have made all the sense in the world. You guys have to remember that no matter what, all of this shit, the L, the one, whatever the fuck, the camera cut, I do want to play back on no matter what. They still have yet to tell us that one night where Cody just offered up his spot. Why? What is the why? Right? And without that why, how am I going to move forward? Do you see what I'm saying here? Without that why, it's hard for me to move forward with The Rock, considering The Rock will 100% play a very, 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 very big role in WrestleMania. Now, again, am I accepting of it? Absolutely, I fully am. I 100% believe that now we are forced to get this. Fine, I'll learn to live with it. Will I be happy with it? No, but will I learn to live with it? Yes. So, with that being said, The Rock now is trying to tell us that he's going to take us on this journey. My problem is that whether you take us on this journey or not, I still have no answer to my why. So without my why, I can't follow you on this journey because you have left me behind. Because I'm still stuck here, you're trying to go here with no story. With no why, really. Because the why's back here, your story's up here. You need to tell me the why. Why did you come back? Why did you take Cody's spot all of a sudden? What was the advice that you just so happened to give Cody? What did you guys talk about? And don't give me the bullshit, oh, well, that was between us. I don't give a fuck. No, because it's not. Because you've just changed the trajectory of my TV. Do you see where the problem lies and where my problem is? So I need you to tell me the why. Why are you here? What is your purpose? Why did you want Cody's spot? I understand that you gave me the fucking tree and all this and that. I already knew that, though. I already knew you guys were related. I knew you guys had a family. But why at this very moment did you have to come and take from Cody what was his in the first place? Why? I need that first. Before I can follow you on what looks to be a great fucking journey. What The Rock is doing right now with the Bloodline, I would have liked that originally. But you still never gave me this answer. You still never broke down the facts for me. Why at this very moment did you need to come back and face Roman? And what changed to where now you're a part of the Bloodline? Because it's as simple as simply just being like, okay, well, my why? It felt like the perfect timing. But then I seen the reaction for Cody, and I realized that it was no longer the perfect timing. So maybe it's an answer that we get later down the line when he turns on Roman. I don't know. But I do have some kind of issue with the right now of not knowing, and Rock just popping back up on my TV. I do have a small tidbit issue with that. I'm not saying it's the biggest, but it's definitely up there. I do think that The Rock being on TV does make TV better. I'll be honest there. He does. He makes TV better. He makes it more exciting. He makes it exhilarating. All this and that. So I will say it was really cool seeing the playback into the Nation of Domination, the Hollywood Rock, and just corporate Rock kind of playing into all three of those with the Bloodline. I will say that shit's cool, and I do love seeing that. I'm not going to sit here and be the biggest fucking Rock hater because I'm not. I'm not a Rock hater. I love The Rock. I'm here to tell you. I've watched a lot of his movies. Obviously, I grew up a fan of the Attitude Era. The Rock has been and held a special place in my heart for the longest time. So, there's just a problem that I have with him being here right now at this very moment when it was supposed to be Cody's. And now it's being overshadowed. It kind of reminds me of Punk, right? I did see a report that Punk said, wrestling changed since he fought The Rock in 2013, which I will agree with, right? I do agree with that The Rock isn't the same loved person that he was once before because now he just comes back when it's convenient for him. Do you see my problem in where it lies? It has nothing to do with The Rock being here because we all love The Rock, especially his movies and stuff like that. It's the convenience. It's why are you taking away from a talent that has worked his ass off? And wrestling doesn't have to be so cookie cutter, right? It doesn't have to be. You could simply just have Cody win the belt and let it be over. Like, you've been telling this story for so many years, and no, I understand the Hulk Hogan thing and the Bruno Sammartino thing. I get it, but that shit doesn't matter. And we don't live in the 70s where these people weren't defending the belt every week. They were defending it every 6-7 months. Do you see where my problem is? And I'm not saying that that's 100% what it was. I'm just saying TV wasn't as popular, all this and that back then. But it doesn't need to be, it could be cut clean and dry. Cody wins the belt from Roman. It doesn't need to be any more than that. We told this story for 2 years. Let's do the damn thing. Let's not change it. Let's just get to where we need to go. The Rock doesn't need to be involved. But again, I've accepted that maybe he's here and hopefully he stays around for another year strictly off the fact that now that you're involved in this story, you have more stories that you need to tell, including Solo, including Jimmy, including Jay. There's many stories that need to be told here. But I do want to get your guys' thoughts down below. I'm sorry that I've kind of gone on this tandem of ranting here because I do believe that 100% there is a little bit of malicious intent with The Rock being involved in the Bloodline. But I did kind of go off on a rant there. Now, guys, I want to get your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below because I am very, very, very intrigued to think what you guys think these signs mean, the camera cut, all this and that. Are you happy The Rock's here? Why? Do you know the why? I want to know. I'm opening it up down in the comment section below for you guys. Also, guys, I have a Discord channel. Feel free to join. It's down below in the description below. It's down below there. Come hang out. We're building a family. A lot of cool stuff going on, man. A lot of cool stuff. But other than that, that's all I really got for you guys today. I do appreciate you guys' time, as always. Definitely be sure to like this video. When I say like it, I mean like that thing, Also, be sure to subscribe because the stratosphere, remember, we're trying to move, trying to get up in the stratosphere. Other than that, I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.